a girl I knew when she was in grade 4. That's when she joined our program. Due to her humble background, Diana has always worked hard. She's so determined. She did so well in school because she wanted to achieve. And she wanted to change her life. She wanted to change her status because poverty, she said, was not hers, but for other people.
She's one person who will not wait for things to come her way. She will go out there and do it.
Hôm nay thì nói cái đó là ở đây theo ông có biết ta đi này rồi bị đâu mà đâu tôi cô chứ đâu qua chứ này rồi mình đến cả chỗ kìa và nàng là cái nào cho anh ăn gì.
Hello everyone, receive warm greetings from Kenya. My name is Diana Mwendwa and I truly wish I could be with you in person to share stories and smiles. I'm at the library right now. This library has impacted the community in various ways to students from kindergarten up to university levels. Thank you for welcoming my voice across the ocean. Let me begin with sharing my childhood history. My parents separated 3 months before I was born. This made my mother to go back to her father's home. When I was born, she raised me until I was 1.5 years old and left for Batiani Flowers to work as a casual. This means since that tender age, I was raised by my grandmother, who was deeply rooted into Tharaka culture. When she was drunk, she used to constantly remind me that I must be circumcised like all the girls in my village. And this meant that my education journey would come to a standstill. This is because FGM prepares one to get married, and in case one declines, the parents or the guardians chooses a suitor for one. This was evident because most of my age mates and dropped out of school. Immediately they underwent FGM. We also faced various challenges like lack of food and clothing. Not once, not twice have I gone to bed on an empty stomach, and the following morning I had to walk to school for around 8 kilometers while still hungry. Other times, I used to take the traditional beer that my grandmother used to prepare and go to bed. This really affected my performance in school, and even participation in class was quite difficult. Other times, I would be sent home to go and mend my school uniform because I used to wear tartan clothes, and this really lowered my self-esteem. But things took a different turn when I became a scholar at the age of 10, in the year 2008. That is when Anseta Kiriga and Tharaka Women Welfare Program stepped in with the intervention of my teachers. They gave me hope. They raised my self-esteem, provided my school supplies including a school uniform, and this gave me the courage to proceed with my education. When I was 13, I attended Alternative Rite of Passage, which really empowered me, and that is when I stood my ground, educated my grandmother on the harmful effects of FGM and the impact it could have on my education. She took it positively and embraced it, and she vowed not to have me circumcised. I therefore end a successful high school education life. Life for girls in my village is filled with challenges. most of them still face the problem of early marriages, teenage pregnancies, and female genital mutilation. This one is caused by drug abuse amongst their parents, which most of the time leads to irresponsible parenthood. Education is not always seen as a priority, especially for girls, and poverty has made most of the girls unable to complete their education. But thank you to the awareness programs that are organized by Tharaka Women Welfare Program, most of the girls have started to realize themselves and they have started to dream big, just like I did. Through Tharaka Women Welfare Program, Women's Global Education Project supported me through every possible way. They paid my school fees, provided school supplies, and provided books. They also provided personal items like toilet tricks for maintaining personal hygiene. Currently, I'm stationed at Kamarandi Mixed Secondary School, where I teach agriculture and biology. I love teaching because it's one way of giving back to the community, and it also gives me a chance to empower students, especially young girls, to embrace education. During December holiday, I also work as a facilitator in the anti-FGM workshops that are held by the Tharaka Women Welfare Program. Being a facilitator makes me feel happy because it's one way of fulfilling my dream. A dream of always giving back to the community that saw me up the ladder. It gives me a chance to proceed empowering young girls in Kenya. It also makes me be able to make these girls realize who they are. It makes me inspire them to reach their goals. Currently, I'm also pursuing a Master of Science in Agricultural Education at Tharaka University, and I'm in my second year doing my project. I hope for a future where every girl in Kenya, no matter where she comes from, has access to quality education and has the opportunity to pursue her goals. I envision a future where girls are free from harmful cultural practices like early marriages and female genital mutilation, where they can stand tall as innovators and change makers. I dream of a future where girls are supported, encouraged, and celebrated for the progresses they make. My hope for Women's Global Education Project is to see them support girls and women in many more countries and get new funders to revive the programs that have collapsed with the stoppage of US aid funding. I also hope that through their efforts, we can see long-lasting changes in the education system, where gender equality is a reality and where girls are supported to make lasting impact to their communities. And lastly, I express my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you. The impact you're making today is not just about raising funds, but about changing life like you changed mine. Thanks to your support, I am a living proof of what can happen when girls are supported to learn and grow. I believe that one day I will be able to thank you in person, and together we will continue to uplift and empower girls across the world. Bye.